Hey guys, what's up? This is week 12 of 2018 and you're watching FoneArena Weekly. As promised, Vivo has launched its V9 smartphone in the Indian market at a price of Rs 22,990 with 19:9 aspect ratio display and 24 megapixel front-facing camera. In terms of specifications, the smartphone sports a 6.3-inch FHD plus 19:9 2.5D curved glass display. It is powered by Snapdragon 626 chipset with 4GB of RAM and runs on Android 8.1 Oreo with FunTouch OS 4.0 on top. It has a 16 megapixel rear camera along with a secondary 5 megapixel camera to capture the depth information for portrait shots. The Vivo V9 comes in pearl black, champagne gold and sapphire blue colors and will be available for pre-order on Amazon, Flipkart and other offline stores. On the other hand, Vivo has announced its X21 smartphone with in-display fingerprint scanner, dual rear camera setup and Android 8.1 Oreo. Talking about the specifications, the smartphone sports a 6.28-inch FHD plus 19:9 Super AMOLED display with a notch. It is powered by Snapdragon 660 chipset with a 6GB of RAM and runs on Android 8.1 Oreo with FunTouch OS 4.0 on top with AI features powered by dedicated Qualcomm AIE, which is artificial intelligence chip along with Snapdragon 660. The Vivo X21 comes in black, Aurora white and ruby red colors and starts at 2,890 yuan, which is approximately Rs 29,000. After lots of rumors and speculations, Meizu has launched its latest smartphone under E-series dubbed as Meizu E3 with a Snapdragon 636 chipset along with 6GB of RAM. Talking about the specifications, the smartphone sports a 5.99-inch Full HD Plus 18:9 aspect ratio display and runs on Android 7.1 Nougat with Flyme OS 6.3 on top. It has a 12 megapixel rear camera with dual-tone LED flash and a 20 megapixel secondary camera to capture depth information for portrait shots. The Meizu E3 comes in black, champagne gold and blue colors and starts at 1799 yuan, which is approximately Rs 18,000. After lots of teasing and advertisements, OPPO has finally launched its R15 smartphone with a dual rear camera setup, 20 megapixel front-facing camera and runs on Android 8.1 Oreo. Talking about the specifications, the OPPO R15 sports a 6.28-inch FHD plus 19:9 aspect ratio OLED display and it is powered by MediaTek Helio P60 12nm chipset, while the R15 Dream Mirror Edition is powered by Snapdragon 660 chipset. Both the phones have 6GB of RAM and a 128GB of onboard storage. The OPPO R15 comes in snow white, hot red and star purple and starts at 2,999 yuan, which is approximately Rs 30,000. ZTE's Nubia brand has launched its latest smartphone under mid-range segment dubbed as V18 with face unlock feature, 4000 mAh battery and it is powered by Snapdragon 626 chipset. Talking about the specifications, the smartphone comes with a 6.01-inch FHD plus 18:9 aspect ratio display and it runs on Android 7.1 Nougat with Nubia UI 5.1 on top. It has a 13 megapixel rear camera with LED flash and a 8 megapixel front-facing camera with the support for Beautify feature. The Nubia V18 comes in black, red and gold colors and priced at 1,299 yuan, which is approximately Rs 13,000. This week, Huawei has announced its Nova 3E smartphone with a dual rear camera setup, Android 8.0 Oreo and a 19:9 aspect ratio display. Talking about the other specifications, the smartphone is powered by Kirin 659 processor with a 4GB of RAM. On the camera front, it has a 16 megapixel rear camera along with a 2 megapixel secondary camera for portrait shots. It has a 24 megapixel front-facing camera with a new Sony IMX576 sensor and has a Beautify feature as well. The Huawei Nova 3E comes in black, blue and rose gold colors and starts at 1,999 yuan, which is approximately 18,000. From this week, Reliance Jio has started selling the 6th generation of the Jio Fi device with a 3000 mAh battery at a price of Rs 999 exclusively on Flipkart. This device has an indicator for battery, signal and Wi-Fi strength and has a power and WPS button as well. There is a micro USB port for charging and it is powered by Altair ALT3800 processor that supports band 3, 5, 40. HTC has announced its Desire 12 and 12 Plus smartphone this week running on Android Nougat and has a 13 megapixel rear-facing camera. Both these phones have 5.5-inch and 6-inch HD Plus full screen display respectively and the similarity ends here. The Desire 12 is powered by MediaTek MT6739 processor with up to 3GB of RAM and runs on Android 7.0 Nougat. The Desire 12 Plus on the other hand is powered by Snapdragon 450 with a 3GB of RAM and runs on Android Oreo. After a long gap, Lenovo has announced its S5 smartphone with a dual rear camera setup, Snapdragon 626 chipset and Android 8.0 Oreo. Talking about the other specifications, this smartphone has a 5.7-inch Full HD Plus 18:9 aspect ratio display, 4 gigs of RAM, and has a 13-megapixel dual rear camera setup where one with a monochrome lens and the other with RGB lens. It has a 16-megapixel front-facing camera with a real-time AI-powered face beauty feature and a face unlock as well. The Lenovo S5 smartphone comes in midnight black and flame red colors and starts at 999 yuan, which is approximately 12,000 rupees. Along with S5, Lenovo has also launched K5 and K5 Play with dual rear camera setup, glass back and 3000 mAh battery. The K5 is powered by MediaTek MT6750 chipset, while the K5 Play is powered by Snapdragon 430 chipset. While Huawei has scheduled an event for the launch of its P20 and P20 Pro, detailed specifications of both the smartphones have surfaced online. As per the report, the P20 Pro is expected to come with a triple rear camera with Leica optics. According to the latest report, the P20 Pro will come with a 40-megapixel main camera, an 8-megapixel telephoto lens with a 5x hybrid zoom, and finally the 20-megapixel monochrome camera. The P20 Pro is really a trendsetter with a triple camera that packs essential features one can ask on smartphones. Also, the P20 Pro will be powered by Kirin 970 and will also have an NPU which brings various features to the table which are based on artificial intelligence.